Moving on, and transactions worth more than 13,000 crores at ILNFS could be linked to irregularities such as conflict of interest, inadequate risk assessment and deviation from banking norms. That's according to the audit firm Grant Thornton, India's interim report to the board. The report details 10 major anomalies, grouping together various types of potentially irregular transactions and the sums that are involved in each of the deals. Rashmi Rajput from the Economic Times joins in with the latest details. Rashmi, highlight for us what exactly Grant Thornton has to say about ILNFS.
So GT was engaged by ILNFS new board in January and it has submitted its interim report. Now this interim report runs over 600 pages. Now it highlights 10 irregularities ranging from conflict of interest to deviation from banking norms, and this entire total up to over 13,000 crore. Now, the first irregularity that is mentioned, it says that the loans, the short-term loans which were availed by ILFS and group companies, it was used for long-term purposes. Now, this amounts to around 541 crores. Now, the audit firm has also carried out the funding gap, figured out that the funding gap was on a continuous slump, and it was in July of 2008 that it had gone down considerably. It was around this time that the CMD, the former CMD, Mr. Ravi Parthasarathi, had also resigned. Now, the other point that the highlight, of the 13,000 crore, it has found that over 6,000 crore transactions which are related to ILFS Financial Services Limited, or IFIN. These are have major irregularities. Now it goes on to mention that 2,070 crores which were borrowed by IFIN was actually invested in ILFS group companies. This included the ILFS Transport Network Limited, in which around 1,150 crore was infused. Now this is very important to note because the ILFS crisis started with ITIN defaulting on payments. So it mentions about various other irregularities pertaining to IFIN. It says that mentions 29 instances where the borrowers, the money that was borrowed by the borrowers, were actually utilized by the group companies to repay existing debts. Now, while explaining that, it gives down 29 instances, like SKIL Gujarat Dwarka Port West Limited, it borrowed 253 crores in 2015 and 16, and in the same period, SKIL's sister company, that is SKIL Infrastructure, repaid 230 crores to IFIN.
Right. So thanks very much, Rashmi, for highlighting all of those details. That's the latest coming in from Grant Thornton on ILNFS.